to The Shoreline, brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio, where finding your Lake Erie love is a sure thing. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Jill Bauer, PR Manager for Shores and Islands, Ohio. We bring you The Shoreline every week to give you the inside scoop on what's happening here in our island and coastal communities. Welcome back once again as we continue through the month of February here on Ohio's North Coast. This week, a little bit quieter as we settle in and accept this cold weather that is our fate. I find that there are two types of folks in the wintertime. You either embrace it and enjoy bundling up to face the outdoors, or you avoid it altogether and you bundle up inside with a cozy fire or a warm drink. We've got suggestions for both kinds of winter personalities on our latest blog, so check out the Winter Your Way blog on our website. And one of those indoorsy events that's going on all week through Sunday, February 22nd is the Sandusky Mall Auto Show. During the mall's regular open hours, you can see more than 50 of the newest vehicles from 5 local dealerships. It's a great way to shop and compare various models, talk to sales folks with no pressure, and dream about that brand new car. Other events this weekend include book bedazzling at Sandusky Book Bar. If you haven't seen Megan's video on our social channels, she recently attended one of these fun events. I think they do them weekly or semi-weekly. And she glammed up our new 2026 Play and Stay guide. So speaking of that, have you ordered yours yet? Our new guide features all of the fun things to do in the region, information on our America 250 initiatives, and some other fun features to help you plan an amazing visit to the region. You can order one to be mailed to you or just preview it on your computer screen under the Plan Your Visit tab at shoresandislands.com. And of course, that's where you can also go to find all of the upcoming event details. For those, you'll just click on the Events tab. And speaking of upcoming events, February episodes of The Shoreline are brought to you by the Great Lakes Rockabilly Road Trip Music Festival. Looking for a summer getaway with serious style? The Great Lakes Rockabilly Road Trip rolls into downtown Port Clinton on August 1st. One day of live rockabilly music, vintage vibes, and lakeside fun along Lake Erie. Start planning your getaway now at shoresandislands.com and follow the festival on Facebook at Great Lakes Rockabilly. Well, this past weekend, the world celebrated Valentine's Day, a day for love and romance, and sometimes even marriage. If you got engaged for Valentine's or for anyone planning a wedding in Ohio's Shores and Islands region, we've got a great episode for you all today. Today, we welcome back Shelley Morgan, owner of the Victorian Inn. When we last interviewed Shelley and her husband Jeff, they were embarking on adding a wedding venue to their lovely inn in Marblehead. If you want to learn more about their bed and breakfast and how they renovated a 19th century farmhouse into a welcoming inn, please go back and listen to Season 2, Episode 13, where they tell us all about it. Today, Shelley is here to tell us about the wedding venue upgrades and how you can have a beautiful rehearsal, ceremony, and celebration all in one place. The Morgans hail from Columbus, Ohio, and are the epitome of what we always say about visitors. If you come visit us, you'll want to stay for a lifetime. According to Shelley, a little bit more than 20 years ago, they discovered the area while boating. They fell in love with the region, sold their home in Columbus about 10 years ago, and moved up here into a cozy cottage, which they have since completely rebuilt. Jeff's background is in IT and banking, plus construction and renovation. And Shelley's background is in real estate, plus marketing and sales for a custom home builder. Now they are both also innkeepers, and they say together they have created a space at the Victorian Inn where guests can unwind, make lasting memories, and enjoy the best of Lake Erie. Welcome back to the Shoreline, Shelley.
Well, thank you so much.
We're glad to have you again. And let's just remind our listeners who maybe didn't listen to the last episode or they're a little bit unfamiliar. Can you just briefly tell us a little bit about the Victorian Inn and why it's such a romantic setting?
Well, when we took over, it'll actually be 2 years in March, will be our 2-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. It's exciting. So when we took this over, there were some updates that were required. So we went through and pretty much just went from room to room and made it very elegant, romantic with new bedding, large comfy towels, decoration to the lamps. And then we recently just remodeled our formal dining room that was all brown paneling. And so now it's very elegant. People really, truly just love this place, which really makes us happy.
Oh, I bet. So you've been running the inn for a couple of years now. What inspired you to begin hosting weddings and events on your property?
Our venue here sits on an acre, and a large portion of that is a backyard that has 5 mature weeping willow trees. And it's just absolutely beautiful with all of the flowers, the trees. Our dining room sits in the back of the house. So when we're serving breakfast and people are eating here, everyone's, what are you going to do with this area? And so, after we were here for a while and we just finally decided, a wedding venue would be perfect, even an extra outdoor space for family reunions, which we do a lot of as well.
And that new outdoor space that you just completely landscaped and renovated and made a welcoming place for those types of events, you're calling it the Ever After Arbor. Where did that name come from, Shelley?
Just brainstorming. My husband and I, sit and chat, and it just popped into my head.
It's really cute. I love it. And I love the logo that you use with it as well, with the willow tree. So, walk us through a typical wedding, what you envision being the full day of the weddings at your inn and at the Ever After Arbor.
So it would consist of the bride and groom and their family arriving on a Friday, checking in, getting comfortable, and then our formal dining room that was just recently remodeled. It seats 30, so it provides the space for an elegant rehearsal dinner.
Ooh,
So we can host the family here for 30 for dinner on Friday. Everyone will usually chat, return to their rooms, wake up in the morning, and we serve a full sit down breakfast for all overnight guests. And then we will clean up the dining room and reset the wedding area outside. They'll be able to enjoy the ceremony, the reception, and then party throughout that night. And then wake up the next morning to another breakfast and then off to a happily ever after. It's really nice. There's no rushing from location to location. It just really turns a wedding into a full weekend experience, which is much less stressful and honestly makes all the difference.
oh, I can imagine. I mean, I think went through the wedding thing myself many, many years ago and going through it now with a niece, and there's so much involved. I can only imagine how much easier it would be to have all of those things in one place and on site. Shelley, remind me, how many guest rooms are there? So, how many folks can actually stay in the inn during the experience?
So we have 9 guest rooms. One of those is a 2-bedroom suite with a private living room and private kitchen laundry. There's plenty of space for the wedding bride to do makeup and get prepared for the wedding. The entire inn sleeps a maximum of 29 overnight guests.
Okay. And then just talking about the ceremony itself, which you would move to the outdoor space, how many folks do you think could come in to be guests there at the wedding itself?
So, our venue here is more towards couples who want something very intimate, personal, intentional celebration. And our ideal guest count would be roughly 50 to 65 or fewer guests. So, I guess you could say we're focusing on micro weddings, elopements, and vow renewals. And it's mostly for couples who care more about the experience over a big production.
Well, I mean, it also kind of makes it a destination wedding if everybody comes in for the whole weekend, right? I mean, it can be really fun to have the whole gang all in one place for all of those pieces of the celebration. As you mentioned, do a
Yeah.
rehearsal, you can do, a lovely breakfast the next day. You can have everybody stay in one place, which makes it safe for those that are celebrating quite a bit and don't want to drive. And we do know that there are lots of other lodging establishments nearby for guests that are coming in just for the ceremony and aren't part of the family or the wedding party that's staying on site. So, Shelley, you guys also have put together some great wedding packages that you offer to brides and grooms. Do you want to walk us through each of those packages and what they include?
Yes, so I'll start with our smallest package. And this is geared more towards locals because, locals really adore this place as well. So we want to be inviting to everyone. So the Ever After mini ceremony package, that does not require an overnight stay here.
Okay.
It's perfect for couples that are local who want something simple and an intimate ideal. It's perfect for elopements and vow renewals. We offer this Monday through Thursday, and that includes up to 10 guests. It includes a 1 hour ceremony between the hours of 12 to 4, and that includes an officiant, a petite cake for two, a bubbly toast, a bouquet, and a boutonniere, and it's customizable as well.
Wow.
But with our standard package, that starts at $695.
That is really a one-stop shop. I mean, you're talking flowers, officiant, everything. You are really handling, you're like a wedding planner as well.
Not quite. However, we do have an in-house wedding coordinator.
Oh, that's wonderful. So that is your kind of geared towards locals mini ceremony package. What other packages do you offer?
So the next one we have is the Harbor Breeze ceremony package, which includes up to 20 guests. It's 4 hours of exclusive property use. You can have the ceremony indoor or outdoor. And that includes chairs, seating with linens, florals, again, a bouquet and a boutonniere with a petite cake and bubbly toast, and the officiant as well. That one requires a 2 night stay in our Captain's Corner suite, which is the 2 bedroom suite with a private living room, kitchen, and laundry, and that sleeps up to 8. Breakfast is also included for all overnight guests, and that pricing starts at $12.95 during the weekdays and $17.50 during the weekends.
So, Shelley, it sounds like in order to have a lot of these things, you're probably partnering with some other local folks for like the flowers and the cake and stuff like that. Who are you using local vendors for that, or is that something you're doing on site?
We're definitely working with local vendors here. And I have a few of those. I have the officiant, and she's been doing weddings actually at the Marblehead Lighthouse for decades here. But we have several flower vendors, bakeries that we'll be working with.
So you will connect the bride and groom with those folks based on what their needs are for customizable.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you have another package that you have that's even another upgrade up from the Harbor Breeze. What's that one?
That is named the Lake Erie Love Signature Wedding Experience.
I love it.
It's actually made or taken from the Erie Shores and Islands. And a shout out to you guys for assisting us with the approval of the grant that you most willingly gave to us, which was more than appreciative. So, and it being, on Lake Erie, and then we're celebrating love, it makes sense.
I love it.
So the Lake Erie Love Signature Wedding Package, that is a full weekend wedding experience. So that requires a full house rental. Again, that accommodates up to 29 overnight guests. Friday, they would check in. We can help them with their rehearsal dinner. Saturday is wedding day after they have a nice sit down breakfast. So there's really no rushing. We want our guests to really enjoy the moment. So we do include a dedicated wedding planner. We have a wonderful in house coordinator. She will take care of helping them plan the wedding. And then that also includes the day of coordination as well. She sets up timelines, ceremony and reception setup. That includes the bar, bartender, and staffing. Again, that includes tables, chairs, decor, draping, chandeliers, the officiant. The couples only need to bring their bar beverages, food and entertainment, which we help coordinate, and their photographer.
It sounds like you really have everything handled, almost everything taken care of for them, which really makes it so much less stressful for them on their wedding day.
Yeah, and I think that that's something that is missing with a lot of events and wedding coordinators. So that package starts at $5,600, which is very accessible for everything that's included.
Oh, for sure. All of that's included. That's an amazing deal. I really see your venue as quite different from your typical wedding venues. What do you think makes you stand out as a great place to host a really intimate wedding?
I think that it's mostly because it's just one place. So it's really good for a family that wants to be alone and really celebrate and enjoy the couple. There's no hustle and bustle going from this place to another place. It's just very easy and relaxed, and we want to make it really enjoyable for brides and grooms.
Now, do you have dates available for this year, or are you booking far ahead in there?
We do have dates available for this year. So, any of those brides out there that are looking for a last minute, give us a call.
That's wonderful. So you also help with proposals. How did that start, and what makes a proposal at the Victorian Inn unique?
So it's very customizable. We have, and it happens organically, people, mostly, the husbands or, boyfriends, they will give us a call and talk to us about booking the overnight stay, and they'll tell us what it's for. And then, it's mostly me saying, oh, well, would you like to do this? Would you like to do that? So, obviously guys are pretty easy and they're like, well, yes, yes, and yes.
As much as you can take care of for them.
So we'll take care of the flowers. We do the rose petals on the beds. Just depends on each couple and what they want. And we take care of the rest.
Wow, you make it so easy. So, folks, keep that in mind. Next Valentine's Day, I expect you to be fully booked with folks getting engaged.
Yeah, and we are actually fairly booked.
Wow. So, why would you say Marblehead, the community in general and the Lake Erie shoreline, why is that such a special place for someone to want to get married?
I'm partial because,
It drew you here.
I love this area. It's just a beautiful space. We have the lake, we have our bald eagles, we have so many wonderful restaurants, so many things to see, places to visit. We have the islands, ferrying back and forth to Kelly's and Puddin Bay. It's just a very beautiful area with just a lot to see and do.
Yeah, you could really turn that wedding weekend into your honeymoon as well.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Just stay all week. Let the rest of the guests leave after the weekend, but bride and groom, you guys stay all week and go exploring and enjoy
M-
it.
Maybe I need to get a package for that.
There you go. You got to add the honeymoon packet. Now, you mentioned that your officiant had done weddings at the Marblehead Lighthouse. Do you know, is that an option as well if folks wanted to maybe have the ceremony there, but have their guests still with you for like the rehearsal and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, and everything's customizable. So we can do ceremony only here. We can do reception only here. It's completely up to what that bride and groom want for their wedding day.
And then as far as the entertainment, DJs, decorations, all of that kind of stuff, do you have contacts locally that you can help the bride and groom set those things up?
Yes. And actually, we have a lot of work to do still once the weather breaks. We have a sound system that we're going to be putting in the backyard, especially at that pergola area.
I know that it would be an absolutely lovely venue if there's a couple out there and they're dreaming about a North Coast wedding, a Lake Erie wedding. What should they do first? What's the best way to get the process started with you?
Call us. We can chat about what their vision is and, make sure that we're a good fit for them and then make sure that we have the availability and kind of go from there.
Besides the wedding venue and all of the restoration that you've done on the inn, what's next for Victorian Inn? Is there anything else on the horizon?
So we're in the spring. We'll be getting the sound system installed. We have plans to install an irrigation system because we have to keep all of those wonderful flowers that we planted alive.
Of course.
And then lots of lighting. We have lanterns that are going in the landscaping. We have string lights going in for the patio. We have some lighting that we purchased for the weeping willow trees to make it just a little bit more elegant and even more amazing. So we're really looking at finishing touches to make that space what it should be. We're also in the early planning stages for a new event building. We're looking at maybe 2027, 2028. We're looking at it to be about 40 by 50 in size. And then we'll have an extension to the parking lot. And that is it. I've promised my husband we won't do anything else.
Well, always growing, always looking ahead, and then we'll just have to have you on again, when you have the next big thing that you want to tell folks about. I love it, but I do understand, like you only do so much on your, would you say it was?
Well, we have a little bit over an acre.
So yeah, only so much you can do on 1 acre, but congratulations on everything that you've accomplished so far, and much luck on selling out for weddings this season. I think it sounds like an absolutely amazing place to do all of that, and all of the things that you offer just will really make any bride or groom just so much less stressful. So I mean, just the planning and the putting it all together, and as a guest, the guests will also appreciate that it's all in one place. Wedding wise, what are you looking forward to as far as hosting weddings?
I'm really excited to be a part of other people's long-term memories and creating that special moment for people. It's just really a fun thing to do to, meet people from all kinds of areas and to get to know their story. And you celebrate all weekend long with the family and they kind of become your own, or they kind of adopt you as your own. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and also to be there at the beginning of a new beginning for a couple. There's the start of their lives together, and since you are an inn, it would be a great place to come back year after year and celebrate your anniversary.
Well, we hope so.
So, Shelley, tell us again, where can people go online? Where do they go to learn all about the Victorian Inn, to book an overnight stay with you to check it out, or to contact you about their wedding?
So they can visit our website, which is victorianinbb.com. From that website, we have all of our social media links. You can visit us on TikTok. YouTube is a great place to go because we post a lot of videos of the space. So it gives people a way of kind of getting a little peek before they grab that phone and make that initial connection. Our phone number is 419-734-5611. And we're just truly blessed and excited for this new venture.
We are as well. And real quick, Shelley, before we let you go, I understand that you've provided some prizes for some upcoming wedding shows in the area. Do you know where those are and where people can potentially win a prize from you?
Yeah, so we have signed up for the cash prize sponsor through the Rock and Roll Express Entertainment Company, which puts on 3 bridal shows, which will be a part of all 3 of those.
Wonderful.
The first one's going to be at the Gideon Owen Wine Company this coming Sunday, February 22nd. The Farm at 1893, that's on March 8th. And then at the Kalahari Resort in Sandusky on Sunday, March 29th.
Awesome. Congratulations. And like I said, best wishes. I hope that lots of folks listening will book their weddings with you, because what an amazing place to have it all, from rehearsal dinner to ceremony to reception to overnight accommodations for your guests. Really have it all going on. Anything else that you wanted to add today, Shelley?
No, just give us a call. We'd love to be a part of your journey.
Thanks for joining us again, Shelley.
Thank you so much.
Special thanks to Shelley Morgan, owner of the Victorian Inn and the Ever After Arbor, for joining us today. And a reminder that all of February's episodes of The Shoreline are brought to you by the Great Lakes Rockabilly Road Trip, coming this August to Port Clinton. You can find the details on Facebook at Great Lakes Rockabilly. As always, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss a minute of the action here in Shores and Islands, Ohio. You can also find more information, including past episodes of the podcast, online at shoresandislands.com. We will see you next time on The Shoreline.